Good fortune bursts to life in a wash of honey-gold sunlight that filters through pink, candy floss clouds. Hovering above the haze is Keanu Reeves as Gabriel plain gray slacks, scuffed sneakers, and, oh yeah, a perfect pair of white wings unfurling behind him. He tilts his head back as if tasting rain, and a single choir note swells while feathers drift like snowflakes. Right away, you can tell this comedy plans to shoot far higher than the average punchline. Mark every calendar you own for October 17th, 2025, because that's when Good Fortune lands in theaters with a mission to make big screen crowd laughs cool again. Lionsgate flashes the date just as Gabriel glides past the lens, and a funky guitar riff kicks in, promising equal parts heart and hilarity. The first downbeat drops us onto a jam-packed Los Angeles boulevard at dusk. Scooters buzz, rideshares honk, neon signs flicker. Aziz Ansari's Ramesh pedals a delivery bike so loaded with paper bags it wobbles like a shopping cart on ice. A cracked screen phone pings another gig request, and his shoulders sag beneath the hoodie. When a billboard of designer-clad hotel guests blinks overhead, the city feels impossibly large and cold. With a breezy whoosh, Gabriel touches down right in front of him. Giant wings glow beneath streetlights, yet everything else about the angel screams average guy. Rolled-up sleeves, earnest smile, sneakers that have seen too many puddles. Ramesh blinks, checks for hidden cameras, then points at the feathers like a tourist spotting Bigfoot. Gabriel just gestures toward the sky, sparks of light swirling around them before he politely folds his wings. A rapid montage proves guardian duty is nothing glamorous. Gabriel hovers over intersections, taps a windshield with one wingtip to scold a texting driver, nudges a rogue skateboarder away from an open manhole, and still has time to buff a halo-shaped dent in his sneakers. He keeps people safe, sure, but his eyes keep drifting upward, hungry for a bigger mission. Cue Heaven's front office. An airy marble workspace that feels like a cathedral co-working hub. Sandra Oh appears as Martha, Gabriel's mentor, in a silver suit that reflects floating holograms of Earth. She taps a pulsing dot over Los Angeles Gabriel's shot to earn a promotion. His wings flutter at the news, and the choir returns, this time layered with mischief-laced drums. Back on Earth, we meet Seth Rogen's Jeff, a tech bro CEO who treats life like one endless victory lap. He parades through his glass office raving about cold plunge tubs, disco floors, and an ayahuasca retreat schedule. A penthouse sunset view reveals just how far his world sits above Ramesh's. From a rooftop perch, Gabriel studies the mismatch and hatches a wild fix-it plan. One night, he taps glowing bracelets to each man's wrist while they sleep. Morning flips the city upside down. Ramesh wakens under silk sheets and voice command curtains that call him CO. Across town, Jeff jolts awake in the back seat of a dented hatchback buried in fast food wrappers and overdue bills. The body swap gag erupts into rapid-fire laughs. Ramesh stumbles through a board meeting, spouting nonsense buzzwords and accidentally triggering a confetti cannon reserved for quarterly parties. Staff stare. He bows out clutching an upside-down tablet. Meanwhile, Jeff tries to ride Ramesh's delivery bike, wipes out on a pothole, and discovers he needs actual cash to rent an insulated food bag. A graffiti-tagged street mural of angel wings catches his eye, reminding him just how small real life can feel. Heaven takes notice. Martha's hologram reappears, unimpressed. The swap was meant to humble Jeff and lift Ramesh, but both men dig into their new lifestyles instead of learning a thing. A glowing sigil flares on Gabriel's feathers. His wings shrink, dull, and he plummets onto Jeff's thrift store couch. Grounded and miserable, he's forced to crash land as Jeff's unwilling roommate pigeons pecking at those sad, gray plumes. Hatching a fix, the odd couple plan a showdown at Jeff's company gala, hoping to convince Ramesh to trade back. Jeff limps in duct-taped shoes. Gabriel arrives in a suit 2 sizes too small, wings banging champagne trays like unwieldy paddles. Keke Palmer's Lily, a sharp marketing manager, corners tux-clad Ramesh backstage and realizes something is off. Chaos follows. Gabriel and Jeff scramble across a glass art installation, splash through a fountain, and turn a doom chase into an accidental viral marketing stunt the crowd mistakes for performance art. On a quiet balcony strung with fairy lights, Gabriel finally levels with Ramesh. No words reach our ears, but the soft guitar loop, the city glow, and a single tear on Ramesh's cheek say plenty. He sees that a borrowed life won't fix a weary soul. Yet returning to normal requires both men to consent beside a sacred landmark before dawn. No loopholes. They race through pre-sunrise streets in Jeff's sputtering hatchback, dodging food trucks and street sweepers. Inside the cramped car, Jeff finally listens, Ramesh finally advises, and both finally laugh together. They skid to a halt at Griffith Observatory just as golden light crowns the dome. Gabriel, wings half-healed, stands between them holding the bracelets. A pulse of light, one dizzy spin, and everyone lands in their rightful shoes. Ramesh back in his hoodie, Jeff in pricey leggings, and Gabriel's wings brighter than ever. Martha's hologram pops up, proud of them all. But this comedy can't resist one last gag. Testing full flight, Gabriel leaps off a park bench, climbs elegantly and barrels straight through a hot dog cart, showering relish across shocked vendors. Over that messy splash, bright block letters shout Good Fortune and list Reeves, Rogen, Ansari, Palmer, and Oh. The trailer closes on a sunrise cityscape. Ramesh peddles groceries with lighter steps. Jeff volunteers at a community center. Lily live streams a podcast about empathy. And Gabriel patrols overhead, redirecting a distracted driver with an encouraging wink. A horn section riffs. The release date glows warm orange, and the screen fades, leaving hearts lighter than before. If this whirlwind left you smiling, buckle up for more breakdowns just like it. Hit subscribe, keep that popcorn handy, and meet me in the next deep dive. Your front row seat to every must-see trailer is always open.